Show down.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, he's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's boys basketball matchup here between the Pine City Dragons and the Aitkin Gobblers in this boys basketball contest. As the intro said, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I appreciate you so much for tuning into the Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They have baseball batting cages, fast pitch, and slow pitch. They are there, so you can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. It is time to take a look at our A&W hometown handoff, brought to you by A&W right here in Pine City, just a few blocks down the road or north, however you want to look at it, here in Pine City. They've got delicious cheese curds, a root beer float, and as I keep talking, I might have to stop after the game. But that is what we're going to do, is we're going to do our A&W hometown handoff. And we're going to go about 15 miles to our west and go over to Bram and check in on Adam Hefty over there in Bram, Minnesota. Adam Hefty, good sir, how are you this evening?
Hey, I'm doing great. How about you over there in Pine City?
You know, I'm doing good as well, and we've got two pretty good games tonight, but your game over there features two of the top teams in that section in Class 5 Single A East. Those two teams are battling right now for what would be first place after this game in the section, but what could also prove to be the number one seed clincher at this point.
I think when we looked at the schedule in October and November, we kind of circled this game about it being really fun. Three really close games last year. You were able to see the opener here between these two squads up there in Sandstone. What did you see? So give me a little heads up. See here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Bram, obviously, they like to move the ball really quickly. They love to get that ball up and down the court. They're very opportunistic on defense, but they are more of the fast-paced offense, get the ball in transition. For East Central, it is about defense, and I think that you see that with some of their size. Obviously, Ben Carlin coming into the season having a torn ligament in his knee, but still playing despite that. So you've got East Central, who is a little bit down, but they're still battling, and they're still the team that I think we all know them to be. And while they are the more defensive team, they are not afraid to score and keep up with teams like Bram. So I think you're in for a good one tonight. I think it is going to be who sets the tone first. If it is going to be a more physical game, it definitely will be advantage East Central. If it's going to be a more fast-paced game, it is definitely advantage Bram. So I think they're in Bram, Adam. I think you're going to be looking in the first 3-4 minutes, and whoever sets the tone early is going to have the advantage in that game because, especially now that we're towards the end of the season, they've kind of settled into who they are identity-wise. So I think you're in for a good one.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. I mean, we came into this one, the top two teams in Section 5A East, and like you were saying earlier, the winner of this one is the leader in the clubhouse going into the playoffs. Still playoffs about a month away, but really with their last opportunity to play each other here in the regular season, this is their opportunity to really take a flag into this section, also into the conference as well.
Yeah, obviously, and you know what's unfortunate for basketball is the conference is split up into two different categories. And I've talked to a lot of coaches how it's more a little less ideal than they would like it. But, yeah, in the conference right now, the way it is split, it is kind of, they call it big school, small school. And East Central and Bram are in the small school portion, and they're battling for the top spot, like you mentioned. So there's a lot on the line in that game here tonight over there at Bram. And that's going to be a really good one because, again, top spot in more than just one way is up for grabs. Meanwhile, here, Pine City and Aitkin going at it. Aitkin having a pretty good year, but Pine City at home on a Friday night, well, they haven't had this in a while, so they're going to be excited to come out and try and win this game. It's a conference game, too, so that's what's interesting about Aitkin is they has joined the conference a few years ago, and now this is a conference game, so Pine City still got a lot of youth, but they got some decent size with some of their guys coming off the bench, so they can compete up there. Again, a lot of inexperience, but I think they are slowly but surely getting to where they want to be, so Adam, I appreciate you joining me here in the A&W hometown handoff. We wish you the best of luck on that game call over there, and we'll update each other as we go about.
Yeah, you as well. Have fun in the Great River Conference.
That, again, was Adam Hefty on the A&W hometown handoff. That brought to you by, again, A&W in Pine City. Speaking of sponsors, I want to give a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we are a part of. So if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these games for free. We're going to go ahead and keep it here because, well, we only got 8 minutes left to get the pregame in and talk about these two teams, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll start with the Aitkin Gobblers, who are having a pretty darn good year this year. Now, obviously, I think any team will take a look at their team and say, hey, we can still get better. And that's what you want, I think, especially for teams that are young or still growing, is you want to be able to say and look at your team and go, we can still get better. But taking a look at the Aitkin Gobblers, they play out of Section 7 AA, and they're currently, let's count it up, the 5th team in that section behind Pequot, Lakes, Piers, Esco, and Pillager. They're 11-6 on the season, 3-2 in their section. 70 points per game is what they score, and they give up 59 points to 60 points per game is what they give up at this point. So a pretty good team, 11-6, 15 games on the season up to this point, and it may seem like not as much as other teams. Well, that would be kind of true because the girls do have more games in at this point because, well, their season comes to a close a lot sooner than the boys do. Well, maybe not a lot sooner, but sooner than the boys does, so that's why that looks that way. But yes, 15 games on the season, 11-4, or 11-6, excuse me, 17 games in the season, and not a bad record here for the Aitkin Gobblers. Again, they are in the Great River Conference as well. They went 2-2 before the Christmas break, falling to Crosby, beating Pine City by 18, losing to Cherry, beating Staples Motley by 2. Then they went to a Christmas tournament at Aitkin and won both over Mille Lacs and Ashby. Since the new year, though, it's been kind of a roller coaster. It started with 3 straight losses to Barnum, Piers, and Bram. They beat Mora, fell to East Central in overtime, and then since then, it's been a 6-game win streak over Hinckley, Finlayson, Pillager, Ogilvie, Crosby, Ironton, Rush City, and Chisholm. And they have scored in that win streak 75 or more points in each and every contest. So their offense is getting on a roll as of late. Their defense is as well. In that 6-game win streak, the most they allowed was 74 points by Pillager. Outside of that, that's the anomaly. The most they've given up in their wins in that 6-game win streak, 45 points, and that was to Chisholm. So other than that game against Pillager, 45 points was the most they gave up in a game in this 6-game win streak. That is just, it's borderline unheard. Well, it is kind of unheard of if we're being honest. And they played some tough teams in that run. So it's not like they're just playing some rollover teams. That's not the case, because I specifically look at Rush City as a team that you look at and say, yeah, that's just not a team that you can just roll over. That is a really tough and physical team, and they've added a little bit of athleticism as well. They are known for their physicality as a basketball team, but they've got a little more athleticism to them this year, so it's been very fun to watch that team. But Aitkin on a hot streak right now, and they look to continue that here in tonight's game. Then on the side of Pine City, it's a new system, new coach, new everything kind of this year. And as we take a look at where Pine City stands, well, they're playing in 6AA, and they are at the bottom at the 16 seed at 4-15 and 0-4. They're scoring only about 50 points per game while giving up 65 points per game. So it hasn't been ideal this year for the Dragons. They would like to see it improve, but you know what? This is still a very, very young team, and I can't stress that enough as they continue to grow. You know, you've got the Grants, The Grants are a part of this game, and you got Grant Haverhalls, Grant Larson, and Grant Sklizacek, who are kind of the mainstays of this team. Sklizacek and Larson are the guys who have the most experience on this team, and other than that, there is not a ton. Tanner Fix also has some experience, but just looking at this team, they have a lot of momentum to take into the next year and going forward as we take a look at their season. It started with a loss to Zimmerman, and in fact, before Christmas, it was kind of ugly. It started at 1-6 for them, losing to Zimmerman, beating Ogilvie, falling to Aitkin, Rush City, Moose Lake Little River, North Branch, and Malacca. Now, then they went into a Christmas tournament at Cloquet, beat Mesabi East, fell to Cloquet. Then out of that, they lost to Bram, beat Hinckley Finlayson pretty well, lost to Foley, Mille Lacs, Parnassus Prep, East Central, Mora. Then they were able to beat Duluth Marshall by 3 before falling to Crosby, Ironton, and Rush City in games from last Saturday and yesterday. So, again, Rush City, a very physical squad. They got a little bit more speed this year to their team, and so a little bit of a different look than what we're used to with Rush City, but Rush City still got the win there in Rush, and for Rush City, that might be the first time that they have swept Pine City in a while, I think. I don't think they have swept Pine City too often in a season in their matchup, so this might be the first year that they have swept them in some time, so Rush City's got to be feeling good about that. But if you're Pine City, again, it's more about just kind of getting everybody on the same page. Again, it's a younger squad, a lot of inexperience. They're learning a new system here under Coach Garman, and it's going to take some time, much like it does with a lot of new coaches. And that's not to say anything bad about Coach Garman. I think it's, in fact, the exact opposite. We're just saying that, yes, he's a new coach, and it's going to take, a year or two to implement his systems and for everybody to settle into those, and then everything will fall into place. I don't think it's going to take 2 years. With the talent this team has, most of them will be back next year. I think this is a much better squad than what their record shows, and I really do believe that next year they can really do some damage there in not just the section, but the conference as well, and the conference is going to continue to be tough and strong. So I'm really excited for this team. I think there's a lot of growth that still needs to happen, but I do truly believe that they will continue to do or get that improvement and be able to look the part. And I don't think it will take too long. I think it could still come this season. I think they might still have a win or two left in them, as they still have yet to play Hinckley, Finlayson, Mora, Leela, Lakes International Language Academy, Crosby, Ironton again, Carlton, Renshaw, and Barnum. I still think there's a few wins in there for Pine City. Now, they will more than likely have an away game for the beginning of the playoffs, and then throughout as it will go to neutral site. But they can still improve their standings and maybe get a little bit more of a favorable matchup in the playoffs if they do continue to win. But that is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. We're going to take a commercial break, then we'll be back for tip-off on WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Game day Gilman out here for this boys basketball game in the Great River Conference. Your starting lineups for the Aitkin Gobblers will be number 1, Isaiah Baker. Number 3, Caleb Smith. Number 11, Tyler Boyd. Number 12, Noah Moss. And number 45, Isaac Osmus. They're head coached by Landon Jansen. For the Dragons, it will be number 0, Grant Haverhalls. Then number 1, Grant Larson. And to round out the Grants, it's number 2, Grant Sklozacek. Then number 10, Tanner Fix. And number 20, Mitchell Norton. Samuel Johnson. I don't know where I got Mitchell Norton. I was completely off. He's 21. Sam Johnson is number 20. I apologize. Mitchell Norton had a chance to interview him during the fall sports season for football, as he was one of our players of the game during the fall sports season. So he was an awesome kid to get to interview. It was a blessing to talk to him, and it was really cool to have a conversation with him. So, but unfortunately, he is in the street clothes this evening, so will not be playing. But it is Sam Johnson, number 20. So. Nick Garman, the coach of Pine City. Love Jansen's outfit. He is full suit. He's got the red shirt and the tie. Love it. He's also got the kicks, man. He is rocking some fire kicks. Is that what the kids call them? Fire and kicks? Is that how it goes? I don't know. Maybe you're like me and you don't understand the lingo these days. But he's got some really cool shoes. I'll say it the way. Some rad shoes. Is that better? Yeah. Got some red and white Nike sporting his team. Meanwhile, Aitkin will be in the all-white. The red letters, or red numbers rather, outlined in black. The black letters outlined in red. A little bit of black striping. Dragons in the all-green. White stripe down the side of the jersey in short. White letters numbers outlined in black. It'll be Haverhalls and Osmus to tip off, and we are underway as Aitkin will win the tip. With it to start is Moss. Moss will work to the far side, stop and give now to Boyd. Boyd on this near side to Smith. Smith looking, he'll go underneath, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Sam Johnson. Trying to go inside to Osmus, but Sam Johnson says, no, sir. Good read there by him. And now it'll be Moss. Noah Moss to inbound. He'll go near side to Smith. Smith back to Moss. Moss now going to try and drive, but Sam Johnson, good defense there. Moss going to go back now to Baker. Baker trying to get around the defender. He can't, and now on the far side, it's Moss. Moss will fake the three, drive inside, then go underneath to Osmus. Osmus back outside on the far side. Moss for three, and that is no good, but Osmus is going to pick up the rebound. Now get back outside to Smith. Smith will take the three. That's going to be no good, and rebounded here by Sam Johnson. And he'll give to Fix. Fix fakes one way, goes to the far side to Johnson, right back to Fix. Fix over to Johnson again. Now right back to Fix, to Sklazacek. They're going to try and move this ball around and just, well, they lost it there. Boyd will get the steal, and Aitkin will get the ball right back. So Smith give to Osmus, and now to Baker. Baker looking to get this outside, nearly had it knocked away, but now top of the key, they give to Boyd. Boyd will drive, and he puts one off the high glass, and he drops it in for two. 2-0, and here comes Fix back up the court. He'll look to the far side, give to Johnson. Johnson right back to Fix. Now to Sklazacek. Wanted to go inside, there's nothing there. Trying to open up a perimeter shot. Johnson pulls it in one-handed on the far side. Inside to, that's Larson. Turnaround jumper is good for two. So we're tied at 2 apiece. And here come the Gobblers. Here's Moss, give now to Baker. Baker trying to get around a few defenders, gives to Boyd. Boyd will, I thought he was going to hand to Smith. Instead, he goes to Moss on the far side. Now underneath, that is Moss for two. Pull-up jumper just inside the paint. Makes it 4-2. And here goes Tanner Fix once again. Fix looking, fakes the pass one way, then he'll go to Sam Johnson on the near side elbow. Wanting to go to Sklazacek on the far side, and he finds him. Nothing doing there. Going inside again to Larson. The turnaround jumper is up and over. And Larson now twice has done that over Osmus of Aitkin. Not the matchup you'd think that he would be able to pull that out, but he just does such a good job turning around so quickly and getting that nice little jumper. Meanwhile, coming back the other way, it's Noah Moss grabbing a two there for Aitkin. So you can see the difference right now. Aitkin moving a little bit quicker, getting a slashing to the basket two, and then Pine City being a little bit more patient, trying to find the open, the shorter twos or the even semi-longer twos, medium twos, there we go. And just getting him to fall. Here's Haverhalls, and he's going to put up a shot. He's fouled, and now he'll get to go to line and shoot two. So this will go against Caleb Smith. Smith will pick up his first, team's first, and Haverhalls will shoot two. First one is up and good. 6-5 is the score. And Haverhalls good on that one. So we're tied at 6 apiece now after 2 Haverhall free throws, and here come the Gobblers back offensively. Osmus pulls it in there for Aitkin. He hands off to Baker. Baker, his trip to the basket was cut off, and now give to Moss. Moss trying to go around the perimeter. There's nothing there. Trying to go now to Boyd. Boyd nearly lost it. Are we going to get... Yes, he did. He stepped on the sideline, crossed the way, and now we're going to get a substitution. 0 and 23 are in for Aitkin. 0 is going to be Jack Jacobson. And 23 is Boniface Sanford. So Sanford into the game as well. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back off the turnover. Chance to get their first lead of the game. Tanner Fix will scan the defense. Give over to Sklazacek now on this near side. Johnson thought about the three. It was closed off quickly. Give to Haverhalls. He couldn't pull it in cleanly. Trying to get around defenders. And he'll look anywhere. He'll have to get it back outside to Fix. Fix to Haverhalls. A three. That's good. And that's Sam Johnson for a three. Make it 9-6. Sam Johnson with a big time three. And that's the first one of the game there for either side. That's nice. Now, meanwhile, this pass inside a little bit long, and Grant Larson will pick up a steal. Here's Tanner Fix. Fix into his zone double team. He'll look right in the middle. They'll go right to Larson, and Larson to Haverhalls inside, and you won't see him miss that one twice. just a little too harsh on that layup, and it bounces out. It was about halfway down before it decided to come out of the rim. Meanwhile, going to the far side now to Jacobson. Jacobson gets a screen. He'll look back inside to Boyd. Boyd can't get it cleanly, though. Now to Osmus. Osmus kicks outside here to Sanford. Sanford right back inside to Osmus, and Osmus will back his way in for 2. Make it 9-8. Here comes Fix. He has it for Pine City. Kick to the far side, now trying to go inside. Here's Larson again, trying that turnaround pull-up jumper. That's not going to happen this time. Fix will look for it. Now he gives to Johnson. Going inside to Larson once again. High off the glass, no good. Grant Haverhalls is there for the putback. Nice job by Haverhalls to just be there for his buddy. It's not 121-8, it is 11-8. I'm sure a lot of Dragon fans would be pretty pleased if that was the case, but it is not yet. Anyways, Boyd will take it to the basket, gets around a defender, and yeah, the smart play there by the Dragon defender. Just kind of had to let him go because, well, he would have picked up a foul, and sometimes you just it's better to save face and then get back offensively and try and, keep the lead than try and get a foul. Meanwhile, Tanner Fix just didn't go after that one enough, and again, he kind of had to let it go. Sanford had the advantage, but luckily he missed on the shot, and I think it was Sklzacek who got that rebound. Larson outside to Johnson. Johnson looking to Haverhalls. Haverhalls the pull-up 2, and that one's away as well. Sanford will get the rebound. That should have been another one, but just does the home rim realize it's Pine City's home? Like, does it realize it's Pine City's court? I think it needs to remember that. Meanwhile, pass inside to Osmus, and Sklzacek got there, but Osmus just a little too tall on that one, 12-11. But credit to Sklzacek, man. He has no fear going inside against that young man in Osmus. Osmus stands 6'9". Here's Larson over him again. Just off the mark, off the front of the rim. Osmus will get the rebound. Man, I love Larson's tenacity here this evening. He is not afraid to pull that jumper over Osmus. Meanwhile, here's a drive from Moss, and Moss is going to go a little bit long on it. And this rebound is tipped to Fix. Fix will pull it in. Fix will look. Give it on the far side. Sklzacek threw a couple of hands to Johnson. Haverhalls dribbles, and this one again too strong, and Osmus with the rebound. I think they've got Haverhalls thinking a little too much about it now, as he just looks like he's hesitating just ever so slightly. He's got to remember, he's a big guy too, so he needs to get back to doing that big guy stuff. Meanwhile, here's a drive to the basket from Jacobson. He drops it in for 2. It's 14-11. And Fix will bring it back up the court. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Fix pulls up his dribble, gives to Sklzacek. Inside Larson. Now to Haverhalls. Nothing there. Fadeaway jumper's good. Fancy spin and fadeaway there for Haverhalls, and he drops it in for 2. Here's Sanford. Trying to find Jacobson, nothing doing. Now he gives here to Moss, and Moss gets around one defender after the missed attempt steal. His shot is no good. Fix is going to get the rebound, and he stops and slows things down. I think what Pine City is starting to realize at this late in the season is that their offense, they're not, I think, quite ready to move at a faster pace like they were in years prior. They need to be more patient. Meanwhile, here's Haverhalls with a nice touch for 2. So I think this team is just understanding and realizing their identity that, hey, we don't have to have the pace that previous teams did. We can take our time. We can be a little bit more patient offensively and run our sets. And that's what we're seeing here tonight. Meanwhile, Osmus again inside has just been a mismatch all night, and he's going to score 2. As much as he is a mismatch, though, credit to Larson and Sklzacek. They've been covering him more times than not underneath, and they are fearless. Now, while they will change that up at some point in the game, love the fearlessness. Here's Haverhalls. That one's going to come up short again, and the rebound that time for Boyd. I like the idea, but I'd like to see that one go somewhere else. Now on the far side, here's Sanford, and that's no good. And interesting shot that time from Sanford. Thought he could have taken a step or two closer, but hey, Pine City will take it. On the rebound is Fix. Fix staring down the defender, give over to Sklzacek. Now back to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key for Fix. Now over to Sklzacek. He's going to try and drive, and that is blocked by, Boyd? And now we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow points the way of the Dragons. Oh boy, we're going to get Baker and Smith. I thought we were going to see more than just that. It will be number 10, though. He is the new young man in, and that's going to be Andy Hansen. I thought we seen 3 new guys. I was like, oh boy, this should be fun to try and get all these guys written down. But 2 of them are the starters and 1 is a new young man. Larson will try and inbound. He's got a man near side. Fix pops off a 3. It's off the mark, and Haverhall's going to get the rebound, but unfortunately, yeah, he stepped on the baseline there. I love the tenacity getting that rebound, and then I like the take to try and get around Osmus. If anything, draw the foul, but unfortunately, he stepped on the baseline. If he didn't, we probably got advantage Pine City. 16-15 is our score. 9 minutes left here in the first half. Baker with it, and now on the far side, they'll give to Smith. Smith trying to drive, thought about the pull-up from the free throw line. It was blocked. I think that was Skozacic who got the block. Now they'll go to Osmus. Osmus guarded by Haverhalls. There's the change up in that coverage. Trying to get around, but Sam Johnson, couldn't quite pull it in cleanly. So Aitkin is going to hold on to it. Hansen pulls it back. They reset the shot clock. I don't know if they should have. I don't think that was not enough for a change of possession. They got to let that one go. Now, I get it. It's not easy to tell, but that should not have been a change of possession. This clock should be down to 0 at this point for Aitkin. That was not a change of possession. That is unfortunate there for Pine City. Meanwhile, we'll get, I think as Sanford drove on this near sideline, as he was trying to get around the defender and drive to the basket, I think he stepped on the sideline. That's what they're saying. And the ball is going to go back to Pine City. Nice defense there by the Dragons. And, man, so far early on, they're doing a really good job here against this Aitkin squad. Like I said, they're much better than what their record shows. And Coach Garmin going to call a timeout. He says, hey, let's regroup, let's regather, and let's understand something. We are right in this thing. 16-15 our score. First time I'll call here by Pine City. While they take one, we will as well.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
16-15 is our score. Pine City trails by 1 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They call the first timeout, and there is 8:13 left here in the first half. Dragons will inbound out of the timeout. It's Skozacic who will look, and he'll start with Fix in the back court. Fix coming into now the offensive zone. He'll look to the far side to Johnson, now to Fix again. Fix standing at the top of the key. Baker there in this more zone coverage look. Tanner Fix, he wanted that one, just couldn't get it off as the defender got there in time. Sam Johnson lost it. He gives to Haverhalls. Nice job by Johnson just to find somewhere to go with it. 7 to shoot, now 6. Sam Johnson pops off the 3. It's going to come up short. Skozacic getting the rebound out to Fix now. Fix at the top of the key. He'll back up and reset the offense. Fix to the far side, Johnson. They want to go to Skozacic. They're trying to open it up. 7 to shoot. Larson back outside. Johnson. I thought they were going to go for 3 again. Haverhalls. No, not going to get the rebound. It's Larson coming up with the rebound in there. And he's spun around, and he'll throw it off a defender out of bounds, so it will stay with Pine City. Smart play there by Larson. He was on the baseline, really nowhere to go with it. Just threw it off the defender. Smart play there. Meanwhile, Boyd will check in for Hansen on the Aitkin side. Larson will inbound to a cutting Johnson to the basket. No good. Haverhalls is there for the rebound and 2. Probably just blew out your eardrum right there with that. I apologize, but what a good shot. Meanwhile, here come the Gobblers back the other way. Smith with it. Smith going to pull up from the free throw line, and it is good. Wow, nice little floater there by Smith. That was pretty impressive. Listen, I know we're cheering for the Dragons, but wow, what a good play. Good movement of the ball here by Pine City. Again, just taking their time, being more patient. They realize, hey, our offense maybe right now isn't built to go fast. Let's just take our time and take what they give us. Give what they give us? No, let's take what they give us. Here's Fix for 3. That's going to go a little bit long. And, oh my goodness, Sam Johnson tipped it back up and in for 2. We're going to give it to Johnson because he tipped it up and in for 2. What a play by Johnson. Getting his hand on it, tipping it up, and it wound up bouncing in for 2, 19-18 now. Trying to get this one outside. Haverhalls gets the steal off the tip ball, and he'll hand to Fix. And Fix looks to Coach Garman, and he says, slow it down. Yep, we got it. Meanwhile, good movement of the ball. They want to open up the perimeter shooting, but just hasn't quite been there yet. But again, they're being patient with it. Haverhalls again for 2. Make it 21-18. Baker with it for Aitkin. He'll drift to the far side. Now look, give it back to Boyd. Boyd to Smith. Smith to Moss. Oh, that's a long 3, and he's off the mark. Fix will get the rebound. And Fix again, just patiently taking it up the court. Not sure if he had an itch or if that was maybe a secret call there. Haverhalls again. That one just off the mark. And Smith with the good box out. He will get it back for Aitkin. Smith will now give to Baker. Baker patiently waiting, trying to go underneath to Moss. Oh, and it was tipped, and Moss can't complete the 2. It's going to be, oh, Haverhalls almost had it. Osmus no good. Osmus no good again after the rebound. And it's going to be taken back here by Pine City. And Fix gets the defender to fall on a nice move. Fix has got those handling skills. He can certainly show it off. And Fix, a junior, he'll be back next year with this team. That's the exciting thing about this team is they have a lot of juniors and sophomores that will be back next year. Larson, the pull-up, that's going to go long, and a rebound there for Smith. 21-18, now under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Smith, guarded by Sklozacek. Sklozacek gives up some size, but man, they stick to you like glue. Baker on the far side finds a lane to the basket, drives, a little too strong on that one, and Haverhalls pulls in the rebound. Trying to give to, oh man, Sklozacek. They are battling. They was out of bounds, unfortunately. And that will keep this ball with Aitkin. Very physical there, trying to gather this ball, and it will wind up staying with Aitkin as one of the Dragons were out of bounds as they had at least a piece of the ball. Inbound will go to Osmus. Osmus looking to hand to Baker instead. He'll dribble it and now fake to give to Smith, and there he will hand it off to Smith. And they're going to get a foul here on Pine City. I think it could have been a foul on Osmus, if I'm being quite honest. They'll get Sklozacek, which, again, I think is the right call, except they did not see that Osmus had a full handful of Sklozacek's jersey. They did not see that. I barely did. Meanwhile, Smith has it back. He's looking for a screen from Boyd, but the next defender is there now on the far side, Moss. Moss guarded by Johnson. Baker trying to go underneath here to Boyd. Boyd nearly lost. It was tipped by someone. Now back out to Baker. 7 to shoot, 6 to shoot. Back on this near side to Boyd. Boyd trying to drive inside, and he drops it in for 2. A little bit of a longer possession there for Aitkin. Less than ideal if you're Pine City, but you still lead by 1, and now they get it back offensively. Again, just being more patient, running that offense. They know what they want to do. Again, I think they've really grown into their identity as the season has gone along, and this is it. This is exactly what they need to do. Meanwhile, again, good movement, trying to find that open shot. They're just being patient with it. Kind of back and forth. Larson underneath the Haverhalls. Didn't quite pull it in cleanly, and that one missed. Going to be rebounded by Osmus. And now here goes Baker. Baker back in the offensive zone, trying to give to Osmus, not Othmuth. Turned into Mike Tyson there for a second. Mike Tyson, excuse me. Now we get a foul here on Pine City. This one will go against Sam Johnson, his first. 21-23-03 to go. Osmus will shoot 2. First one's good. 21 all now, and we'll get a timeout here called by Aitkin. And while they take one, why don't we take 30 seconds as well?
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. We're tied at 21 apiece at this point with the Gobblers at the free throw line. Osmus, he will shoot one more after making the first one. And that one good. Osmus makes them both. And it's 22-21. Now a little bit of a different look defensively here for Aitkin, and Pine City able to get around it. Tanner Fix, they're going to go with a little bit more of man defense. Just say, hey, you guard your man, and you're going to have to man up. Pardon the pun. Tanner Fix inside, got the defender to jump, and Tanner Fix drops it in for two. Nice job there by Fix to get the defender to jump, and he took advantage of that and drops it in. Osmus underneath, nearly lost it. Give back outside now on this near side to Moss. Moss going to try and drive, pulls it up. That's going to just roll in off the front of the rim for two, and it's 23-24. Pine City down by one. Under 2.5 to go. Fix will drift to the far side. He looks top of the key. He'll give to Haverhals. Haverhals going to try and drive. Backs his way in. Osmus, he was there, and that rebound going to be taken by Aitkin. It's Jacobson, and nearly a turnover there. Jacobson, he's got nowhere to go with it right now, and he finally does get it off here to Sanford. Sanford will look back to Jacobson. Jacobson inside, back out Sanford. Sanford traveled, and the ball will go back to Pine City. 1:51 to go in the first half. Inbound will go to Fix. And Fix will bring it to the far side once again. On the elbow, looking to Haverhals. Haverhals, he'll take it on this near side. Hand off to Sklzacic. Back outside Johnson. Johnson giving it off to Larson. Larson nearly lost it. Good job picking that one back up. Spin move inside. He lost it to the basket. It's no good. And he draws the foul. So Larson will go to the line and shoot two. That foul going to go against Osmus. That'll be his first. And now Larson will try and drop in both of these. First one is good. 24 all now as we get a couple substitutions in and out here for Aitkin. Second one, a little too strong. 1 and 2 there for Larson. It's rebounded by Aitkin, and back up the other way goes Baker for two. So that'll make it 26-24 after we were tied at 24 apiece. Here's Tanner Fix with it again. Give over to Johnson. Now to Sklzacic. Sklzacic hands to Haverhals. Haverhals trying to work his way inside. There's nothing there. He'll go back outside. Sam Johnson, a quick three. Just too strong. And Baker will pull in the rebound. Baker give underneath, and somehow Boyd got lost underneath there, and he finds a way for two, 28-24. Now, if you're Pine City, don't necessarily need to go crazy here offensively, but just don't let Aitkin start to pull away. Meanwhile, a nice screen there as Tanner Fix will give to Haverhals. Will he tries back his way in? There's not going to be anything there. He'll shoot it over the defender, trying to go off the backboard for two. It's not going to be good, and Baker will get another rebound. He'll bring it into the front court, slow things down. Shot clock and game clock separated by about a half a second. This pass to nobody, and that'll go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Pine City will get it back. 26 seconds on the clock, no shot clock. And the inbound to Sklzacic. He'll give it right back to Fix. Fix will bring it back for the Dragons into the offensive zone. Getting a screen from Haverhals, but the defender got by really nicely, and now we'll get a timeout called here by Pine City. So Coach Garman calls timeout. He sees something he wants to change up real quick before the end of the first half with 14 seconds to go. Calls the timeout. And get a look and see if we can't get an update from Bram. Looks like Bombers with the lead, 32-23 in that first half. Again, that game, Bram or East Central wins it, they'll be on top of the section in Section 5A East, plus they'll be on top of the small school conference. Again, the Great River Conference in basketball split up into two conferences, big and small school. These two are battling for the top spot in the small school part of the conference. And out of the timeout, Dragons get back offensively. Again, 14 seconds to go. It'll be interesting to see, will they hold on to the ball and try and take the last shot, or is it just going to be kind of find the opening and shoot? We'll see. Tanner Fix will start in the backcourt, guarded by a defender. He gets past the timeline, which really doesn't make too much of a difference. Tanner Fix finds a lane to drive. He was guarded well, and it was blocked and stolen away here by Baker. That is exactly what you didn't want to have if you're Pine City. And they're not going to get the half-court heave. I don't think Baker 100% knew how much time was left. He had enough time to heave it. That's going to do it for our first half of action. Dragons trailing only by 4 here at the half against the Gobblers. Pretty good first half by both teams. Pine City has put themselves in a position to have a chance here in this one as they look for win number 6. So that's going to do it. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Morris, so stay tuned.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace, like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country, here at the halftime portion of this broadcast. And this halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Take a look at some of the first half stats. Leading the way for Aitkin was both Tyler Boyd and Isaac Osmus with 8 points each. 6 for Moss, and then 2 for Jacobson, Smith, and Baker. Osmus led the team with 6 rebounds. They had 3 steals, 1 block, and only 2 team fouls. On the other side for the Dragons, leading the way was Grant Haverhals with 12, 5 for Larson and Sam Johnson, then 2 for Tanner Fix. They were led by Haverhalls and Fix, each with 4 rebounds. They had 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 team fouls. Pretty clean first half here for both sides. Foul-wise, again, only 4 total fouls in this first half. That's pretty impressive, especially the way that these two teams play. But what I was really impressed with in this first half was Pine City. It seems like, whether it's just a game plan for tonight or going forward, it seems like they have found their identity. I think what they understand is, hey, they are not the team that at this point needs the fast offense. They don't have the team to have a fast offense right now. But what they do instead, they're more patient. They move the ball around, find the open shooter, and then he takes the shot, or they work it inside. And what I've been really impressed with is Larson. He hit 2 shots over Osmus inside in the paint, and he did a really good job. It was just a simple turnaround jumper, but he did it so well, and he attempted it a few more times in that first half and almost got it to fall. So he's got that working for him. And again, it's just the fearlessness of this team front and back. They are not giving an inch to this Aitkin team. I think, obviously Osmus is pretty tall. You've got another, I forgot the young man's name, but you've got some good size and strength to this Aitkin team. But Pine City is not giving an inch. I mean, Larson and Sklazacek kind of split time guarding Osmus, and then they switched it to Haverhalls. But when it was them two, they were so unafraid of the big man. They just went and said, hey, we're going to guard you, and you're just going to have to get around us. You're going to have to do whatever you need to do to get around us. And a lot of times they just simply couldn't, and Pine City did a really good job defensively of just getting to their spots in time, forcing some errant shots at times, and getting some decent rebounds as well. Haverhall's obviously their big man. He's going to get a lot of them, but Fix has done a really good job defensively getting some big rebounds and starting it back up the court. So I've been really impressed on those sides there for Pine City. They only trail by 4 here, which is impressive. Aitkin 11-6 on the season. Pine City 5-11? 5-12, something like that. So Pine City looking for a massive win here this evening. And I think even though they're down by 4, that first half was a win for them because they kept it within reach. And unfortunately, a lot of times this year, the games have been a little bit lopsided at halftime. Now, they have kept more games close than not, but this is exactly where you want to be if you're Pine City. You're only down by 4. You've got your offense going the way you want it to. It looks like you found your identity. And again, even if it's just for the game plan for tonight, they're executing it at a high level the way they need to be. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Pine City. Again, execution is a big key when it comes to basketball, and I think Pine City's executing at a high level right now. They'd like to see a few more shots fall in. They had the 1-3 come there from Sam Johnson to open it up. That was good to see. I think they'd like to see a little bit more of that get open, but even when it's not, they're doing a good job of working this ball around and finding the open ball handler, and either they're working it more inside or they're just getting a little bit of a lob shot, hook shot, and they're getting it to fall. So they've had some nice soft touch here tonight as well. So I think they need to continue to keep working on that, and I think they'll be just fine. Again, Aitkin, they have some size to them, and they got a lot of strength. They've got some good shooters too. Moss, he was not afraid to pull up from college range 3, but it was not good on the shot. But, man, I tell you what, this Pine City team has put themselves in a great spot to have a chance here in the second half, and they will do just that going forward. So Pine City, just continue what you're doing. You've found some success, and they just can't get to they just can't think too much about it. I think we've seen a couple of times there in that first half where Pine City may have got Aitkin running some wind sprints here, at least half-court wind sprints, it looks like. Interesting. But Pine City did a good, just got themselves thinking a little too much when they had a few shots that missed. All of a sudden, we've seen a few times where they went and got the possession, and they just, I think, thought about it too much. They just overthought things and just didn't relax and just play basketball. And I think that's what happened a few times in that first half. And if they can come out in the second half, not think too much about it, just go out and play basketball and play, not loosey-goosey, obviously, but just play free and not think too much about it and just play the way they know they're supposed to, I think they're going to be in for a really good chance to be able to win this game. They've only won 5 on the season. This could be a big 6th win. And again, they've still got the opportunity here this season to make their way into a higher seed to where they could get a much better matchup in the playoffs. Obviously, they might not have a chance at a home playoff game, but they do have a opportunity to set themselves up for at least a better chance at a better seeding to where they might be able to go and face a team who they more than likely could beat or they at least have a good chance at. So there's a lot of possibility with this team, and they got to hang their hat on that here coming into this second half, that they are right in this game, and just don't think too much about it. You got to continue to play your game and play well. Love Haverhall's over there. He's giving a high five to the youngins over there on the far sideline. I'd love to see that. And he may not know how much that means to those little guys, but I tell you what, that means the world to those little guys over there. Love to see. We've seen a lot of sportsmanship here today, and it just continues. But that is going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora has over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road and those state-of-the-art facilities. Plus, they're ICAR and ASE certified and recommended by insurance companies. So if you've had an accident, let Hones fix you up. Take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half of action here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Back here on Anthem Country, WCMP. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team over there wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. With custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, you can find out more at EmbraceMN.com. Got an update for you over there in Bram. The Bombers lead at the half, 43-32 over East Central. And Soren Lilly in that first half got his 1,000th career point there for Bram. So congratulations there, Soren Lilly. 1,000 career points for that young man. Pretty darn cool. I believe he is also only a junior. Well, he'll be back with the team now. I could be wrong. He could be a senior, which would make me look really stupid. But seeing as how I have called a few games for them this year, you'd think I'd know. But there's just so many sports going on. I can't remember them all. Don't blame me. Blame my brain. See, I can't even talk right. Meanwhile, Aitkin will start with the ball here in the second half. They'll go right to left on your radio dial. Dragons left to right. They'll try and go underneath the Baker, but they've got Moss open on this elbow near side. That's going to be off the mark, but it falls right into the hands of Boyd, and you just can't have that if you're Pine City. Meanwhile, this one is going to miss. Klazacek covers it up like he's a fullback, running the ball with 2 hands. Love to see it. C.J. Ham would be proud. By the way, congrats to C.J. Ham on a great career. He announced his retirement a couple days ago. It's sad to see him retire, but it's very cool that a Minnesota native, another one, makes it to the league and plays with the Vikings his whole career. Pretty darn cool. Meanwhile, here's Fix with the ball. He'll give over to Sklzacek. And again, they're running their offense the way they need to. Larson, little bit rush there on that 3. It's going to miss and rebounded by Smith. And, oh my goodness, no foul call there. Larson was set up in the right spot. Are you kidding me? We're going to get now a foul on Oh, what? I am not so sure what is going on. So we got a foul on. Whoa, okay. Interesting. I'm not quite sure there. It probably, I don't know. Probably should have been a foul for a charge. They didn't get it, and then Osmus got a call for Aitkin on a foul. That was weird. And I could be really stupid, too, and not know what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, what I do know is that Pine City has the ball back. They're trailing by 4. Larson is left alone from 3. That's good! I don't even know if it hit the nylon. That's how smooth it was. 28-27. Pine City down by 1 now after that massive 3 from Larson. Give it now to Smith. He gets the screen, trying to drive inside, backs it out now. Here to Boyd. Boyd on this near side, Baker. He fakes the shot, drives inside. Layup is good. 30-27. Now kick over on the far side from Fix to Sklzacek. I'm not sure who they're trying to get it to there. It will be Haverhals. I think they wanted to work it to Larson, but he got caught up in some traffic. Meanwhile, here's Fix. He'll turn around, give to Sam Johnson on this near side. Johnson, get back to Fix. Fix wanted to go to Sklzacek. There's just nothing there. Good defense by Baker. Now give to Larson. Larson to Fix. Fix gets around one defender, lost it. Osmus will pull it in on the steal. Yeah, that's unfortunate there for Fix. Boyd will give outside here. Now to Moss. Moss will pull up from the just outside the free throw line. That's good for two. 32-27. Here comes Fix with it. Fix keeping his back to the defender. Nearly lost the ball. Good job not double dribbling there. Smith is all over him. That's good defense. Haverhals looking to figure out somewhere to go with it. Finds Sklzacek behind him, and that's going to be no good on the three. Baker gets the rebound, and that one just off the mark. And didn't look like the cleanest release there from Sklzacek. I think he was a little bit upset with himself on that one too. Osmus has it now for Aitkin. And kick here to Boyd. Boyd won't take the long range one. He'll give to Smith. Smith will, though. And that's going to be no good. Rebounded there for Sklzacek. That's another thing about Larson and Sklzacek. They have made some plays over some tall players and even gotten some rebounds. Larson going to bully his way inside. Give to Sklzacek. Now Sklzacek lost it. He'll pick it back up. Give to Haverhals. Haverhals going to take the shot for three. That's off the mark. Smith will get the rebound for Aitkin. Smith has it, picks it up, go inside to Osmus. It was tipped, stolen away by Johnson, and that was set up thanks to Haverhals, who got his paws on it, and Johnson pulls it in for the steal. So Pine City gets it back. Larson on this near side. Sidestep three. That's good again. Well, if there's one person Aitkin doesn't want to heat up, it's that young man, because once he starts to heat up from three, well, then he hits it from anywhere, and I do mean anywhere. We're talking half court, we're talking NBA range, college range, I mean everywhere. Here's Baker trying to shoot it over Larson, and that's going to be no good. Haverhals gets the rebound. He holds onto it very well. And now Fix with it, looking for a screen from Haverhals. He'll drift to the far side, give to Johnson. Johnson will now go to Larson. Larson trying to drive inside, give to Haverhals. The long floater is going to be no good. Haverhals, oh man, he fell hard on the court. That ball will go out of bounds. It will go back to Aitkin, but what a effort there by Haverhals. That one's going to hurt in the morning, but what an effort there by Haverhals. My goodness. Meanwhile, Aitkin has it once again offensively in their zone. Sanford give on the far side to Baker, and he did not pull that one in cleanly. I don't know if he just didn't look it in all the way or if it was a tab behind, but a turnover there for Aitkin. And now Pine City has to capitalize. Inbound to Larson. It'll be man on man. Larson gets by the defender, and he'll draw the foul. This will go against Jack Jacobson, his first, team's second. And again, only 4 fouls in that first half between both teams. Each had 2. Pretty impressive. They'll start in the backcourt with Fix. Fix will direct traffic now as he at that Dragon logo. Give to Haverhals. Haverhals, I think, looks for that long ball. We're going to get an illegal screen here on Pine City. Get that on Larson, his first, team's first, and that is less than ideal. Meanwhile, Aitkin has it back. Moss guarded well by Johnson. Trying to get around Johnson. There's just nothing there. Great defense by Johnson. Can't ask for much better. They'll go underneath the Osmus. He'll try and turn around jumper, and he does lay it in for 2. But it also helps when you're 6'9", like they have him listed on the roster. They also put pad the stats a little bit, but I think he is very much all of 6'9", because if Haverhals is close to that, well, then yeah, Osmus is very much that. Johnson pressured a lot. They're going to get him for for a travel. He's looking to a coach saying, dude, I was bumped. I was pushed. And so we'll go back to Aitkin, but we get a timeout called here by Pine City, and we'll keep it here. 34-30. Pine City down by 4 here in this game. 34-30 is our score. Well, with this timeout, we get a chance to talk about our Pine Insurance Athlete of the Week. We do that, announce that every Tuesday or Wednesday, and we have one for each station, one for WCMP and one for KBEK that we do. Do it across all sports, so anybody's eligible to be named a Player Athlete of the Week. And if you have a nomination for an Athlete of the Week, be sure to email me at wcmpsports@gmail.com. I ask that because, well, I am not able to get out to every single game during the week, and because of that, I'm not able to see all the athletes that play, and with that, I'm not able to see athletes that deserve a nomination for Athlete of the Week. So be sure to email me with your nomination. That is brought to you by Pine Insurance Agency here in Pine City. They've got many different locations, Pine City being one of them. I use them for insurance, and let me tell you, they make it quick, easy, and painless, and, well, I think when we're talking about insurance, you can't ask for much more. Meanwhile, a missed shot here as rebounded and put back for 2 by Osmus for Aitkin, so makes it 36-30. So they're now up by 6. But if you're Pine City, you just can't allow this to snowball. Just focus on working your offense, and even if you force a foul here and get to the free throw line, I think that's got to be counted as a success. But meanwhile, great drive by Sklizacek, and he lays it in for 2, his first points of the contest. Really good job there by Sklizacek. Just a soft layup there. And now Aitkin has it back. Drive from Moss. Really good drive there over the defender for 2. And Pine City just kind of had no chance. Moss, he got a really good quick start on that drive and beat the defenders. Meanwhile, here's Larson at the Dragon logo. Kicks over to Johnson. He had it poked out. There's Moss again. Moss with the steal. And he was defended well and had to give it over to Boyd. But Boyd drops in for 2, 40-32 now the score. There's still plenty of time. It's only an 8-point difference, so Pine City does not need to panic, and they really need to focus on holding on to the ball a little bit better. Fix in a trouble spot. He finally gets it away to Haverhalls. Haverhalls now looking. He's in a tough spot as well. He'll try and drive inside. He lost the ball. Keeps hold of it. Give underneath to Sklizacek, and he tried to drag it to try and keep himself with a little bit more better feet position, and he lost it, and it's going to be a foul there on Sklizacek as he tried to get it back. Oh, man. Rebound to Moss, but, man, you know Sklizacek is kicking himself for that one. He knows he's got to have that. Meanwhile, Aitkin will get a substitution, but, oh, man. You feel for Sklizacek there. That's not one that we'll see him miss again, I bet you that much. While Aitkin trying to move this ball around, trying to just get an open shot. There has been nothing. They'll try to go inside to Osmus, and there that disadvantage coming to light there for Aitkin. As Osmus, again, just the height advantage. Here's Fix. Fix. Wanted to go to Larson. There's just nowhere to go with it that time, and Haverhalls has it. He's stuck with it. Haverhalls just not sure where to go with it. Goes inside to Johnson. Johnson somehow pulls that one in, tries to go inside to Haverhalls, and not a good pass that time as Osmus will get the steal. Yeah, that one was forced a little bit, and now we're starting to see that mentality for Pine City where they get a little bit in their own head saying, oh boy, we're down by 10, we got to go fast, we got to try and do this, that, and the other, and the defense is good. Well, just remember, they need to remember just to stay calm and get back offensively. Meanwhile, here's a 3 by Caleb Smith. Makes it 45-32. Fix will try and get around the defender. He does into the offensive zone. Now to Sklizacek. And another illegal screen here on Pine City. This one going to go against Haverhalls. His first, and now checking into the game for the first time here will be number 14, James Mangan. Or Mangan, excuse me. Mangan kicks into the game. Here's a 3. That's going to go well long, and Sklizacek gets the rebound. Bounce pass up to Mangan. Mangan stops. Oh, I thought he had the drive. He stops instead, gives back out to Larson. Larson look a screen from Haverhals. Give back to Haverhals. Haverhals trying to get the soft touch. No good, but he was fouled, and he'll go to line and shoot 2. It's going to go against Boyd, his first. Team's third. And Haverhals will shoot 2. Haverhall's good on the first. Well, there we go. Been on a scoring drought here the last few possessions, but they finally get one there from Haverhals as he puts that one up and in. And this one good as well. So 45-34. Haverhals hits them both from the free throw line. He's been a very good free throw shooter all year long. So not too surprised that he makes them both. Well, Aitkin has it offensively. Here's a long 3. Yeah, that was a questionable 3 at best. And going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the way of Pine City. Meanwhile, checking in for Aitkin. First time tonight will be number 15. That's Wyatt Winter. So the inbound will, oh yeah, that's a foul. Dang near tackled Larson. Foul there will go against Aitkin's Jack Jacobson, his second, team's fourth. Too much contact. Way too much. And listen, I'm okay with a little bit more of a physical game, but dang. Here's Larson trying to get around the defender. And he does into the offensive zone. Now looks for a screen from Mangan. Nothing doing there. Wanted to go back to Mangan. He'll go over to Haverhals now. Haverhals will give to Sklezacic. Sklezacic give to Mangan. Mangan fakes the 3. Now trying to weave his way back and forth. Now to Fix. Haverhals. And Haverhals had a split second for a long 3. There's nothing there for him. Hand off to Fix. Fix trying to work his way inside. And he does. Meanwhile, that one is up for grabs. It is no good. Goes in between a bunch of different legs, and Sanford will wind up with the rebound here for Aitkin. They go up the court quickly, trying to go underneath. That ball's still up for grabs, and it will be, I think it was Haverhals who actually had it, and then he gave it to Fix on the steal. I think that's what happened. I couldn't quite see in all that traffic. Meanwhile, Fix, nice movement, and draws the foul. And he'll shoot 2. Good job there by Tanner Fix. This one is going to go against Boniface Sanford, his first, team's 5th, and Fix at the line to shoot 2. First one's up, no good. Couple substitutions here. Sam Johnson checks back in for Mangan, on the Dragon side. Meanwhile, Moss and Baker in for Aitkin. Fix is not going to get the roll. Oh, man. Rebounded there by Osmus. And the ball goes back to Aitkin. Baker on this near side. He'll give to Osmus. Now to Moss. Just trying to move this ball around, find a young man open underneath. That shot no good. Haverhals with the rebound. Larson got knocked over, but they do not get the charge. Still, it doesn't matter as Haverhals got the rebound. Larson looking for a screen, then he's guarded real well. Give over to Haverhals. He'll hand to Sklezacic. Sklezacic inside through a ton of different hands. Haverhals trying to get that rebound. Good job positioning himself in there, but just couldn't quite grab it. And this will be knocked out of bounds and go back to Aitkin. Well, he did all he could, but just knocked that one out of bounds. Well, here's Moss. He'll pull up from the free throw line. That's going to come up short. Sklezacic with the rebound. And he'll hand to Fix. A little bit of a lower scoring first half here. Kind of like the first half. But offenses have not been as efficient as they were in the first. Meanwhile, here's Larson for 3. That is well off the mark. And Smith for Aitkin going to grab the rebound. He has 9. Here's Aitkin trying to go inside. This one, somehow Osmus kicked it back out of bounds. And Baker takes it, but they're going to continue to move this ball around. Larson got caught with his feet stopped, and Baker takes full advantage of that and drives in and scores. Now here comes Fix. Fix will look for a screen from Johnson. Wanted to go with that kind of pick and roll play, but just wasn't there. Sklzacic will drive inside. The layup is good. He has had a few of those opportunities here tonight. He delivers on that one, 47-36. Still within reach, 6:04 to go. This game has been really fast moving. Meanwhile, Baker again trying to get around Larson. He kicks back outside now to Moss. Moss trying to drive inside. He pulls up, and that's good. 49-36. Fix trying to get around his defender. I think he had the advantage there. I think he should have kept going on that drive. Well, here's Haverhals to Sklzacic, back out, Fix. Fix looking for a screen. He'll have to give to Haverhals. I don't think that's exactly where he wanted to go with it. Sklzacic again. That one going to be no good, and yet another one for Osmus. He now has 10 on the night. Speaking of rebounds. They'll go inside. Osmus pulls that one in, but Haverhals got his hands on it. Oh, going to get a foul. Be the fourth team foul here on Pine City. That is going to go against Sam Johnson. That's his second, and Osmus will shoot 2. Osmus' first one is good. And that one going to be no good. Haverhals with the rebound. So 1 of 2 there for Osmus. And again, Fix, he has it. Takes it to the far side. Give to Johnson. Now to Larson. Larson couldn't quite pull that one in cleanly. Starts with his drive. Now here Sklzacic for 3. No good. Baker with the rebound for Aitkin. He's going to grid it up the court quickly on this near side to Smith for 3. That's going to roll in. So 53-36. Meanwhile, here's Tanner to the far side. He'll give to Johnson, back to Tanner. Oh, man, if Tanner had that pass a little more cleaner, he probably would have had a chance at 3, but he still makes it on the drive to the basket. 53-38. Under 4.5 to go in the game. 15-point deficit here for Pine City. Still plenty of time to overcome that, but they're going to have to make a few stops here defensively and get their offense moving a little bit quicker than they have been. Here's a 2, no good, and Johnson will get the rebound. That should have been in, but nice job there by Johnson to grab the rebound. And now we're going to get a foul here, a reach in. That'll go against Tyler Boyd. His second, team 6th. Inbound to, Haverhals, and then off of Baker, and that will go out of bounds. It will stay with Pine City. Ooh, you talk about catching a break. Haverhals was just not quite ready for that pass, I think, coming at that velocity, but luckily it goes off of Baker. Pine City catches a break. Larson got to inbound this quickly, and Pine City is going to call a timeout here. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well on WCMP.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard show the Dragons trail by 15. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. 53-38. Pine City calls a timeout, and they will inbound here. They were tried to last time. They almost had the ball stolen away. This ball will go into the backcourt on the inbound, but Sam Johnson does the smart thing. Let it roll into the backcourt and then pick it up and then go. And now this three is going to be off the mark. Moss trying to get it. That should be, yes, it will be. Pine City ball. Moss lost it out of bounds, trying to hold on to it, and Pine City will get this one back again. Should reset the clock to 20, right? No, apparently not. So it must not have been. I'm still trying to learn, folks. I'm still getting it down. Don't worry. Still trying to figure it out on the shot clock rules, but meanwhile, Larson on this near side couldn't hold on to it, and the ball will go back to Aitkin. So Pine City catches a couple breaks, but cannot capitalize on them, and Aitkin has it back. Meanwhile, Aitkin again offensively. I don't know that they're necessarily trying to slow things down. I think they are a little bit, but I think they're just being more selective with the shots that they take. 10 seconds to shoot. This will go over to Baker. He just keeps it alive. Kick outside to Moss. He'll drive in. Underneath. Shot up and good there for two by Boyd. 55-38. Tanner Fix will give over to Larson. Larson with the bounce pass to Haverhalls. Haverhalls fakes the give, will drive, lost it, puts it up, and it's going to be stolen away by Osmus. You know, that's a tough matchup for Haverhalls. Haverhalls is still young as a sophomore, still learning all the ropes of the varsity game, but it's tough, especially when you got a guy that big that you got to guard. There's a lot that goes through your mind. 57-38 now, Pine City down by 19. They can still go on a run here to end the game. Let's see if they can start it with this offense possession. Larson will give to Johnson, then to Fix. Fix, spin move inside, kick outside. Haverhalls for three. It's good. Haverhalls for three. 57-41. There you go. You jump start it just like that. That's how you get things going. But clock is now not on their side, as Aitkin obviously will just try and take off as much clock as they can. Moss, he was wide open for three. Obviously, not going to take it. They're going to run down this clock as far as they can before taking a shot. So they will just try and, well, here's Moss. He lost it. Johnson will get the steal. But, yeah, Aitkin is just going to use up as much clock as they can. But Pine City gets a steal there. Larson for three. That's going to be off the mark. But Johnson is right there for the rebound. And he goes up for two, but is fouled. And speaking of, he'll go to line and shoot two. That one going to go against Sanford, his second, team's seventh. So Pine City in the bonus now. 57-41, 1:26 to go. That one going to be no good. So no good there, and this one no good as well for Johnson, and it's rebounded by Boyd. And much, again, the Gobblers are just going to wait and be patient, and by the time they take a shot, this clock will be, game clock-wise, will probably be under a minute. Okay, good movement of the ball by Aitkin, and I don't know if we'll see them foul Pine City. Meanwhile, Osmus missed on the first, got the second one after the rebound. 59-41. So under a minute to go. Pine City, unfortunately, will fall in this one, but they gave it a fight. They gave it everything they had. Here's Larson. Good fake, and then give underneath to Haverhalls for two. Really good look there by Larson, and I think that'll be it. Yep, shot clock is off. 30 seconds to go. That will pretty much seal this one up, as I'm pretty sure the Gobblers will probably just drain the rest of the clock. And that's what it looks like they will do. So just moving back and forth, passing this ball around, and trying not to avoid any silly turnover for a 2 for Pine City. But that is going to do it, as the Dragons here will fall to the Gobblers 59-43. That is our final, but be sure to stay tuned after a word from our fine sponsors for our post-game show, which is brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City. That again after a word from our fine sponsors.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are ICAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Welcome back here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM AM 1350. The final here in this one, the Dragons fall to the Aitkin Gobblers 59-43. It is now time. We are in the post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City. Be sure to check out their Facebook for the Pizza of the Month. Always something unique and delicious at the Pizza Pub of Pine City with their Pizza of the Month. Leading the way for Aitkin was Isaac Osmus with 17 points, 14 for Noah Moss, 12 for Tyler Boyd, then 8 for Caleb Smith, 6 for Baker, and 2 for Jacobson. 11 rebounds for Osmus to lead the team. They had 7 steals altogether, 1 block, and 9 team fouls. On the other side for Pine City, leading the way was Grant Haverhalls with 19, 11 for Larson, then 5 for Sam Johnson, 4 for Sklizacic and Fix. 7 rebounds for Sklizacic and Haverhalls to co-lead the team. They had 5 steals, 1 block, and 6 total team fouls. So Pine City put up a good fight there in that first half. They were down by 4 at the end of the first half, but only managed to come out and score 19 points here while giving up 31 in this second half. So they did a really good job there in the first half of kind of just playing their offense. They were patient. They did what they needed to do. They didn't go too crazy one way or the other. They just settled in, settled down, and made sure they were doing and executing what they needed to do on the offensive side of things. And defensively, while, again, they couldn't exactly guard Osmus the way they wanted to, they did a really good job of getting some key rebounds in that first half and then got back offensively and just were patient with it and made sure they made some key plays. But here in the second half, Aitkin, the advantages that they had, they kind of started to overtake Pine City. And it's not that Pine City was out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but Aitkin, just the advantage that they had with the size and then a little bit of the speed and a little bit more experience as well, kind of took over there in that second half. And unfortunately, turnovers as well were part of that second half for Pine City, that they just couldn't quite get anything really rolling. They couldn't quite get into a rhythm offensively. Defensively, they still didn't do too bad. They still made some good rebounds. They still made some good stops. It's just they could not get into any sort of rhythm that they wanted to get into. So really tough for them to get anything started here in the second half. They did hit a couple of threes in this second half, 3 of them actually, 2 from Larson, 1 from Haverhals, but it just never really fell into any sort of rhythm in this second half, and that's why they do fall here to Aitkin, 59-43. There's no doubt in my mind that this team can still and will still improve and get better as the season goes along. We've got about a month until the playoffs do start, and we're going to be talking about Pine City. Pine City, again, they're in a spot where they may not be able to get a home playoff game at this point. The 8 seed may be a bit of a stretch to grab as they are in the 16 seed, but they are still in a spot, in my opinion, where they could improve their standing and still get a better chance at a seed. Now, the top, 2, 4, 6, looks like 8 teams to 9 are at 500 or above with their records. At this point for Pine City, the highest they could get would be about 16th, if they were really lucky, maybe 14th. So they can't get too much higher in the standings, but if they go on a nice run, in which they do have the ability to do here at the end of the season, they might be able to turn things around and get a little bit of a win streak going, and before the season ends, get themselves a better seeding and get a better playoff matchup here for themselves come playoff time. So it'll be interesting to see what they're able to do at the end of this regular season going forward. But that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and thanks to all of our fine sponsors. Ways you can stay up to date with local sports. Well, one is this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way, every time we go live, you'll get the notification, and all you have to do is click it. It will bring you right to the live video. Then our website at WCMPradio.com. You can go there, go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will show you all the games that we have coming up for that week of play. And you can also tune into our morning show on 100.9 FM with Josh O'Meara on at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates. We'll talk this game. All the other games happened over the weekend, plus the games that are coming up on Monday evening, as well as some snippets from coaches and players. I forgot to mention also on our website is coaches and players interviews as well, so be sure to tune in there for that. Another way you can stay up to date is our social medias, our Facebook page and our Instagram at WCMP Radio, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports for all things local sports, breaking sports news, broken records, LOI signings, all that, and much, much more on our social media. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do whatever it is you have to do to stay up to date with all things local sports. Once again, I thank you, our loyal listener. Let's try it again. Thanks to you again, our loyal listener, for tuning into this game. I really appreciate it because, well, you keep my job safe, and without you tuning in, I don't have a job to do, so I appreciate it. Obviously, a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors. Won't be able to be here without them, and we also won't be able to bring you this game for free. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make their day, can change their day. It can change their outlook. You'd be so surprised. It's easy. It's really easy to be kind. And that's what we need in this world nowadays. We need to love everybody. As a Christian man myself, I need to love thine enemies and love thy neighbors. And we need more of that in today's world. But that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Final again on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Dragons fall to the Gobblers 59-43. For WCMP Anthem Country, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Once again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.